All right, guys, welcome back to the Pocket Mads channel. It's Maddie here, and today we have a super special video today, a major announcement. The official Pocket Mads website has officially launched. It is available for you guys to come in and utilize. I'm going to be highlighting it in today's video. I'm super excited about this because I think it's going to be, and our goal really is to make this the best website, the best, web tool for anybody playing a Pokemon Pocket, right? That's the whole idea here. There's a lot of great things about this website that I want to highlight. Again, the title of the video and the thumbnail probably alluded to it, that one of the core aspects and the reasons why we built this website is going to be our ranked battle queue, right? So in this website, you're going to be able to queue up and play ranked battles against other community players. This is definitely a really, really big deal. It's going to help us fill the void from a competitive setting in those first few weeks of a new season where there just isn't in-game ranked battles. So that's the key thing. Here in the Pocket Mads community, we kind of talk about the metagame. We talk about the competitive side of Pokemon Pocket. And yes, we do run our weekly tournament series, which, by the way, a link to register for PMPT number 40 is down in the description below. You guys can go and register. I definitely recommend it. This is the first big tournament after the new cards and the new set releases, which is releasing tomorrow. Another reason why I wanted to highlight the website and all of its features in today's video. That way you can kind of get in there and utilize the website and enjoy it when Ruler of the Skies and B4 launches. Because again, there's not going to be any ranked battles, right? But anyway, link to register for PMPT number 40 down in the description below. What's really cool about the Pocket Mads website, and this is just the landing page as you guys see right here, is it's going to be probably, and it should be, your most useful resource when it comes to understanding the metagame data, understanding the cards, the win rates, the matchup spreads, the best decks. Everything should be here on the website, as well as a place to queue up into competitive ranked battles, which I'm really, really excited about. It's integrated with the Limitless platform, so all of the tournament data is available here on the website. We have our own integrated deck builder. We have our own community feed for those of you that want to build decks and share them on the website. It's all built in here. So let's break down the website. Let's talk about it. I don't want this video to be too long, but again, this is the official launch. This is the official announcement of PocketMads.com. Link to all of the different things on this website will be down in the description below, but I'm going to be navigating it and illustrating it here in today's video. I'm super excited. By the way, massive shout out to our developer and our moderator, our community moderator, but also the developer of this website. His name is D Shook. He is the person that created this whole thing, and it's super, super cool. So I want to give him a ton of credit, but also just thank him for all of the stuff that he does for the community. It's a really big deal. So here's the website. There is a light and dark mode up here, which is really, really nice. I prefer dark mode, so that's what I will be using. Links here on the front page to all of the relevant Pocket Mads stuff, whether it is our community Discord, or it is, of course, the YouTube channel, or links to our more recent video uploads. So that's, of course, nice, right? We have over 7,000 people, by the way, in our Discord server, which is super crazy. Big shout out to everybody over in the Discord. And if you haven't joined it, definitely join it. Link down in the description below. You can go ahead to the YouTube channel here as well. But the main thing that I want to talk about are all of the additional features that are baked into the website. This is just the landing page. All right. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at here at the top is going to be the deck builder. So the website does have its own deck building tool. You're able to create a deck using any of the cards available to us currently in Pokemon Pocket. You can save that deck list to your profile. By the way, you're definitely going to want to make a profile. A really, really big deal. So if you make an account, it's all free. You make an account here on PocketMads.com, and this is going to save all of your ranked data, so all your wins, your losses, all of your decks, all of your community posts, everything like that. It's free. It's super easy to just go ahead and make an account, and if you're going to play in ranked battles, you have to go ahead and do that, so I would definitely recommend that you guys make an account. But here's the deck builder. Super easy to use, right? You just create a deck, and then you can look up whatever card you want. We can filter by Pokemon or by items, by supporters, by tool cards, by trainers. You can filter by the types of the cards, all different ways to kind of build your deck list, basically. And once you build that deck list, your 20 card deck, you can save it, and you can also post it to our community feed. So that's another thing that we really wanted to do here, was that we wanted to give people the ability to share deck lists directly with the community. This is something that I'm definitely going to be using a ton, right? So that as many people that can build decks and share the decks on the website as possible, that gives me the ability to highlight those decks that you guys are sharing here on the channel. So it's going to be a really great way to interact with the community and share different deck lists, right? That, of course, is a really big thing. I wanted people to be able to share decks and share concepts and ideas and strategies on, of course, on the website. So here, and that's where you find this, by the way, right here on the community feed. So just a couple examples of D Shook. He published a couple of different deck lists here. But here you can go ahead and publish your own deck list. So this is a great way, again, to share whatever decks that you might be playing. And you can also kind of write a little blurb about it. Maybe you could, post a deck list that you kind of did well at a tournament with, and you can kind of talk a little bit about that deck list, give some more information. Again, all really important stuff that I'm going to be able to see, going to be able to read, and maybe, again, highlight on the YouTube channel. Some deck lists that I'm going to be using for ranked battles, and in this new season, I'll be uploading on the website as well. So you're going to want to stay tuned to that community feed to not only see the awesome decks that other community members are building and using, but other decks that I have built and wanted to showcase to you guys. It's just another way to kind of interact with myself, my content, and other community members, which is also, of course, really, really cool. So now, again, if we go back here to the homepage, you'll see that there is this tournament link. So if you click the tournaments, it is going to bring you to the tournaments page here on the Pocket Mads website. So this isn't a website that's only illustrating my content, my deck lists, and my tournaments. This is a website that is kind of a partner site to the Limitless tournament platform. So if you wanted to look up which tournaments that are currently active, a website that's sort of an extension of Limitless, but specifically for Pokemon Pocket, D Shook has developed this website to be just that. So if you go to the tournaments page, you'll see here that these are all of the upcoming tournaments or previous tournaments that have happened, and you can go ahead and you can select them and you can look through the data. So if we go to PMPD season number 3, it tells you how many, or this is the season number 3 invitational, right? That was this past weekend. It'll show you the player that won, and of course the deck that also won that tournament, which gives you some really interesting data. It also highlights whether or not this was a custom format tournament or not. And if you go ahead and you click this, it should bring you here to the data page for the tournament, which is, again, really, really nice. This is where I go like full on nerd mode here because I just definitely love all of the data. This is stuff that's super useful to me when I'm determining which decks you guys should be playing and making content about. So this is the breakdown of the tournament here. 137 players, 53 different archetypes, total amounts of games, and the most played archetype was Suikenback Excalibur. And you can see here by the deck representation, and you can also see by the performance of the deck list, the top 8 versus field inclusions for different tech cards. You can see the top cut conversion, which is really useful information, and also the matchup data for that particular tournament. Look how awesome this is. This is so cool. I'm going to be using this so often. You guys have no idea. And you guys should definitely be using this too. Again, we wanted to make this the most useful, the most just Pocket Mad site possible. And I think that's kind of what we're doing here, which is really, really cool. So this is the matchup chart between the most common decks. Really cool information to see here. Highest placements at this event. Again, shout out to Mono Outlaw, who did win our invitational, but also shout out to all of the top 8 players here, which have been highlighted. And then as we see the standings, this is the full standings, the full results. If you go by top 32, you can see everybody, right, that all broke down for this tournament. And you can do this for all tournaments. Again, I'm just illustrating this for our tournament, but if we wanted to highlight, I don't know, just some other tournament that was this week, how about the Ice-T Home Down Pocket? Shout out to them. Shout out to Froggy X Takahiro for winning this. But again, all of the data, all of the breakdowns for every tournament, which is really, really, really cool. And again, maybe if we get some more players that are participating in the ranked queue, which we will highlight in just a minute, maybe we'll have some actual ranked battle data, which is going to be really, really interesting. I'm actually really excited about that as well. So tons of potential for sure. Now, again, this is just the tournament data, but if you wanted to look at the holistic metagame data, you can go right here to the metagame. And this is going to be the entire metagame for Pokemon Pocket as it pertains to the online competitions and the data that we have from the Play.Limitless platform. And we can filter this by the last 3 days, by the last 7 days, the last 14 days, or the last month, which is really, really cool. So here, as you guys can see, this is going to break it all down just like it does for the tournaments. I'll do the last 7 days because that to me is probably the most timeline relevant information as the season wrapped up. Which decks were the most popular, which had the highest win rates, the biggest movers in terms of decks that had the biggest fall-offs, which is definitely interesting. As we can see, Dark Greninja did not have a good average win rate here. It fell off pretty dramatically. I think this is actually play rate. So these are decks that fell off in play rate. Different inclusion shifts. This is really cool information. So tech cards that becoming more or less popular. As we see Lycia becoming less popular overall, things like Rocky Helmet XP, these are cards that saw more play early in the season and dropped off, but Mars is on the uptick, which is interesting. Here, matchup data over the last 7 days, so relevant matchup data. Really, really cool stuff. I mean, this is just absolutely incredible. And then here, like the biggest tournament placements over the last 7 days, right? So you can kind of see which decks have placed first. For those of you that like to kind of be the standings watchers, do you like to kind of be the front runners and play the decks that are winning tournaments? Here's a great way to kind of see that. So this is all the kind of overall scope of the metagame. Again, it is all tied to the Limitless Online Tournament platform, but if we do get data from our own internal ranked queue, we're going to be able to utilize it in the website and more stuff for us to use and to make informed decisions about which cards and which decks we should be playing in Pokemon Pocket, which you know I am all about. And then next up here, you can actually filter by organizers. So if you wanted to see, which organizers were running the most tournaments, or, just kind of, explore other community tournament series that aren't just the Pocket Mads, tournament series, you can, of course, do that. And this is throughout the entire lifespan of Limitless. So we do see Ursaday on here, Golden Club, Void Pocket. These are people that have run so many different tournaments and have tons and tons of different players, right? So it's just a way to kind of further explore and further highlight all of the different organizers and tournament platforms on the Limitless platform. And then here we have the leaderboard. So what's really cool about our ranked queue is that we're able to keep track of the highest performers and the people with the best wins. This leaderboard here is, I believe, for tournaments, right? So this is the overall total leaderboard though for tournament play, which is kind of crazy when you take a look at it. So these are theoretically the amount of the players that have the most, these are the players here with the most top 8 finishes at online tournaments in Pokemon Pocket history, which is kind of crazy. So we have a way to kind of categorize all of those players here on the website from their performance in online tournaments, which is really cool. So again, this website is not only PocketMads.com is not only, again, going to be the best place to go for just general Pokemon Pocket information, metagame data, for sharing decks, for building decks, but it's also a place that is going to tie all of the tournament data together. But more importantly, it's a place to play ranked battles. Like that to me is a really, really big deal. And it's one of the things that I really want to sell about this website. And again, the website, everything here is completely free, but I want people to play because it's really good for the game. And I know once B4 comes out, everyone's going to be really excited and really interested to play the new cards, build these new decks, and then compete with them, right? And there's going to be limited tournaments, and tournaments are oftentimes pretty large time investments. And that's where the match play, Pocket Mads ranked queue comes into play here. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. I know we're 12 minutes into this video. I wanted to highlight everything else about the website before we get into match play. But again, I heavily recommend you guys get in here and you test everything out yourself, and you just sort of check out the website and play around with it. I mean, find out what you like about this site. We're going to be opening this all up to feedback. So comment down below if you have any feedback about this website, things you would like to see changed, things you would like to see added. It'll all kind of funnel back to us. And again, it's kind of an ever moving project, but let's get in here and talk about match play. So if you get right here, and this is the front page, by the way. So there's 2 different portions of the website. There's the pocketmads.com, which is really just the front page. And then if you clicked play right here, it brings you to app.pocketmads.com, which is really the core of the website where all of the different functionality is. So this is the homepage for the web app for PocketMads.com. And there's a lot of different stuff here. Again, current set spotlight. So it's just we highlight just a kind of a random card. But you can actually explore the current set. So you can go to Everyday Wonders and you can kind of see all of the different cards in this particular set, which is definitely going to be really, really cool just to be able to look up different cards and kind of, fully grasp an entire new set once it releases. And again, this will all update when all of the new sets come out, right? So the new set is going to be releasing pretty soon. And you're going to be able to kind of look up all of these different cards on the websites as well. If you go down here, you can queue up for ranked battles, which we will be doing, tournament tracking, all of the stuff that we've kind of already talked about, the community feed, sharing decks, and of course, highlighting the PMPT champions. Shout out to everybody that competes in the PMPT tournament series. But what are we doing here? We're talking about ranked battles. Let's start a ranked match. So it's super easy. Here on the homepage, you can do it, but also right here, there's match play, so you can get into it this way. It is super easy. And again, to play on the ranked battles, you're going to have to sign up on the website. You're going to have to just make an account. Again, completely free. It takes 5 seconds. You make an account, and the first, core aspect of ranked, the first game mode that we're going to be kind of trying to get everybody into is the closed deck list standard ranked battles ladder. Just like the in-game ladder, it's closed deck list, it's best of 1. Now, there are other ways to play, and we have put that into the website. So if you take a look here, you can do an open deck list ranked battle. battles. You can also do double deck. So we do have a double deck format support for ranked battles. However, keep in mind that in order to queue up against other players, you're going to have to be also, like, there's going to have to be a bunch of people also queuing up, right? Like, that's how ranked ladders work. So if there isn't players queuing up to play ranked battles on the website, then unfortunately, then you're not going to be able to queue up into people, right? So it's somewhat important that we kind of funnel everybody here. And again, that's why I would heavily recommend, at least for the first 2 weeks of the season, to play on the Pocket Mads ranked ladder as much as possible. I'll be doing it. I'll be doing my own ranked live streams in the first couple of weeks of this new season where I'm playing on the Pocket Mads ranked ladder. Hopefully some other community members and content creators also maybe can live stream and play some games on the ranked ladder. Basically, the more people that we get in here, the better the experience is. So that's kind of the main selling point here. But like I said, there are the other different queues for the ranked ladder, but I would recommend here just the closed deck list. This is going to be the same exact type of ranked ladder as as the in-game ranked battles, basically. Now, how does this work? Okay, so let's illustrate this right here. So all you got to do here is once you're signed in, you just click play. This is closed deck list. It's what we recommend. And when I click play, and hopefully we have somebody, if not, I will message my Discord moderator to hop into the queue. We're doing this real time. Hopefully he's available. The website, nobody knows about the website yet, so that's why nobody's queuing up. But basically, you click queue, and then once somebody else also queues up, you will match into that player. And it basically works the same way as if you were to play in a Pokemon Pocket tournament on the Limitless platform. I'll try to illustrate it here if I can. I am recording this live, so I'm kind of hoping that my moderator sees that we're queued up here. He has responded, so we should get it soon, but it works exactly like playing in tournaments, right? So the website will match you up against somebody. And then once you're in this view, and I'll highlight this in a second if we're able to match up here. I don't want to edit the video. Come on. Let's see. Can we get our mod in here? There we go. Oh, wait, did it work? Did we queue? I'll message him real quick. Are you searching? This hopefully won't take long at all for you guys, because if there's a bunch of people queuing up, it'll automatically queue you up into somebody else. Okay, he said he's searching, so let me try one more time. Let me reset the search. Can we get him? Can we queue up? I know this just worked because I tried it before. All right, there we go. I got my friend here over in the Discord, one of our moderators, to queue up just to kind of illustrate the how this works. So it's just like the tournament platform, as you guys can see on Limitless. So when you queue up your opponent, you'll see how many wins and losses you have, how many wins and losses your opponent has, and then the website will automatically generate a match code, right? So just like we do in tournaments, the website will generate the match code, and then in Pokemon Pocket, you go to private battles, you enter in that match code, and your opponent will do the same, and you'll queue up into your opponent. Now, make sure that you check into your matches here. Just like in tournaments, you got to check in so that your opponent knows that you're here. So once I click check in, here we go. Dratzel's messaging me. There was also a chat box here. I'll ask him right this. I'll say, how are you doing? Look at this. So you can actually talk to your opponent, and you can communicate with them. You can talk smack, hopefully, if you keep it civil. Bunch of other fun stuff. There's going to be crazy stuff like this that happens. I know there will be, just like in tournament play. But basically, you could also report your opponent. So if you want us to know if somebody's doing some crazy shenanigans, definitely report it to us. But hopefully everybody understands. Was hoping to win by failure to check it. Yeah, that does happen, just like it does in tournament play. But yeah, it's basically that easy. So you would play your matchup. There's no match timer, of course, because it's ranked, so you just use the in-game timer. And then once the match is over, you report the result. Now, it's important that you report the result accurately, but if you have any problems, you can go ahead and report an issue. If something happens, if like you can't communicate a win properly, it'll just kind of get marked as a no contest, which you can select as well. Maybe somebody had to leave, or maybe you did end up tying and you didn't end up finishing the match, whatever it is. You can select no contest, or you can select that you won, or select that you lost, and your opponent can either dispute that or agree with that. Right here, I'm reporting a no-show. Anyway, that's kind of how it works. So it's super easy. Like, all you have to do is make an account. You queue up into match play. You match up into somebody. You get the code. You chat with them, and then you're off to the races and you play. So there you go. He also confirmed that the match would be no contest because we didn't end up playing in this scenario. But that's how it works, right? And your record will get saved to your profile, and it'll get saved to the website. And that's, of course, where we are able to keep our leaderboard for the ranked battles, which is really cool. So if you go to closed list rankings here, we're going to be keeping track, which is going to be a really nice way to kind of illustrate, the best ranked players, right? And how many people are actually queuing in ranked. It's good to always have a leaderboard, right? You need to have a leaderboard whenever there's ranked battles out. There's also a closed list and open list leaderboard. So definitely pretty fun, pretty interesting. And I'm super excited about it. Again, I'm super excited about this, guys. Ranked is here, and we're here. And the website is here, pocketmads.com. We're going to wrap up this video because it's getting a little bit long. But again, I just really wanted to illustrate the website, and I wanted to highlight how this all works to you guys. Again, links for everything down in the description below. I understand if not many people are that interested in queuing up into ranked like right now, because it's the end of the season. And there's in-game ranked, but as soon as B4 releases, there's going to be all of the new cards, all of these new decks. It's going to be super exciting. That's why we are releasing the site here the day before B4 releases. That way, when the set comes out, we're going to be posting all of the tournament data here on the website. We're going to be posting all of the community feed deck lists. We're going to be queuing up into ranked. It's going to be a really great experience. So if you try out the website and you like it, that's awesome. And hopefully it just becomes a really great tool and a really great place for anybody playing Pokemon Pocket. That is the main concept here. And again, we'll be updating the site, making it better, making changes to it, all based off your guys' recommendations. So definitely comment down below or hit us up in the Discord, right, if you have any recommendations. So yeah, there you go. There you go, guys. Super excited. Long time in the making. A big announcement, but again, I'm just really happy. I just want to really support the competitive community. It's all free. We're not profiting off this at all. It was just a really fun project that we wanted to get out to you guys to, again, just make a really great place and kind of support the Pokemon Pocket community, which hopefully we do here. So again, we'll be live tomorrow night. Now, the update for B4 does drop, I think tonight, because there's a major game update and engine update that is getting pushed. The update's getting pushed tonight, I believe, which once that update gets pushed, then the set should be data mined and the leaks should come out. Right. So basically tomorrow night is when the set releases, which we will be doing our live stream, our opening, and then hopefully hopping on to the Pocket Mads ranked ladder, which is going to be really fun. But from there, of course, we're going to be just diving into full content. So tomorrow's going to be an interesting day for sure. We're definitely going to be live for the set release, but if there is leaks and data mines, we'll be bringing that set review to you guys, of course, tomorrow as well. And then diving right in to our typical content, which I'm really, really excited about. And then, like I said, this weekend is PMPT number 40. The following Monday will be the meta report. And again, guys, we're going to tie everything here on the channel, hopefully, into the website because it should be the best resource available for both myself, but also you guys, which again is just super, super exciting. So anyway, there you go, guys. That's pocketmads.com. That's the Pocket Mads match play ranked queue. It's all here. It's all working. Hopefully it's all functioning. And I'm just super excited to share it with you guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see you a bunch over the next week or so. There's going to be a lot happening in Pokemon Pocket, but yeah, hopefully, I really hope this website works well for you guys, and I hope you guys really like it. And again, any feedback you have, let us know, and we're going to try to make this better. We're going to try to make this the best site and the best tool possible for all you guys to play Pokemon Pocket. So there you go. All right, guys, that's the video. Peace out. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. And yeah. Bye.